Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushua, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushua, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushua, Bashem, Rakah, Kodash. A double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. I am the brother Abaya from GMS, Mississippi, and also I have with me today
The brother Anai from GMS Memphis Count.
Khan, and this lesson will be entitled "Surely You're Turning of Things Upside Down." All right, so with no further ado, we will jump into the article. My source is RT.com, and it states, "What is woman? Language police want to rewrite sexist dictionaries. Their real objective is thought control." Okay, and this was written by Frank Furetti, and it states, "The language war is in full swing. An open letter signed by leaders of Women's Aid and the Women's Equality Party demands that Oxford dictionaries change their sexist definition of the word woman. The authors of the letter, published this week, complain that the dictionary refers to a woman as a bitch or a maid, while a man is described as a person with the qualities associated with males, such as bravery, spirits, or toughness." All right, so according to this article, males are defined with qualities such as bravery, spirit, or toughness. All right, and this is actually true because when you go to First Kings, and bro, you can read it, 2 and 1, but the point is in verse 2, bro.
Okay. First Kings.
Yeah, 2 and 1.
It said, "Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he changed Solomon.
He charged
Solomon his son, saying."
Right, so King David gave his son, King Solomon, an order. Go ahead, bro.
"I go the way of all the earth."
Meaning I'm going to die. I'm returning, or my spirit is returning to the spirit world. Go ahead.
"Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man."
Show thyself a man. All right, bro. Let's focus on man in the Hebrew. You there?
Okay, it's Ayash.
Mm-hmm.
It said man, male, in contrast to woman, female, husband, human being, person. In contrast to the Most High, servant, mankind, champion.
And that's the point. Champion. All right. A definition for a man is a champion, and this is according to the Strong's H376. And really, if you can receive this in the spirit, when you go into that term champion, it means what? A fighter.
Yep.
Okay? That's what champion means, a fighter. So King David was actually telling King Solomon, fight the good fight, which proves that. Let's go to 2 Timothy 4 and 7. Get that, bro.
2 Timothy 4 and 7. I have fought a good fight.
I have fought a good fight. And only spiritual men, holy men, selected by Yahweh, given to Yahweh Shai, can only fight the good fight. Life is a fight, okay? However, we apply the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of our abilities, but at this time frame, it's all about our faith within Yahweh Shai. And through that faith, we will be able to keep the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of our ability, because we fear as well.
Yeah, it said strive for the truth unto death, right?
That's right.
Choose fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Fight for your crown,
Khan.
It said 6, for I am, so like 7, I have fought a good fight.
I have fought a good fight. Remember, what did King David tell King Solomon? I charge you.
Stand up, man.
Hey, right. Hey, show thyself as a man.
Yeah.
Going into the word champion, going into the word what? Basically a fighter.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
I have finished my course.
Mhm.
I have kept the faith.
Keep going.
Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness.
And that's what we were. Hey, that's what you.
Yeah,
That's
you
what you
know.
just said.
Good.
Cause that's the spirit, and that's the reason why we're fighting the good fight, so we can receive salvation.
Yeah.
Okay, and most importantly as well, being first fruits within the kingdom of heaven.
Yep. And I always say in 1 Corinthians, I think 11, don't be the one that beat it the air.
Mhm.
You know, don't beat yourself out. You know, tire yourself out. Man.
That's right.
You know?
And he was comparing it to what? A fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He said, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing.
Right. 144,000. All right. So we're going to go back into this article. So it states, according to this article, men have qualities such as bravery, spirit, or toughness. And we proved that with one definition, champion. Okay? Now, it states, like all serious dictionaries, Oxford draws attention to the different terms that are used in relation to a word. The campaign, which started last year with a petition by Maria Giovanardi, Bernardi, wants the dictionary to drop terms such as bitch, wench, bird, or frail in its historical definition of a woman. And so when you look up the term bitch, according to this source, New Oxford American Dictionary, it states a female dog.
Hey, what the scripture say?
Get it.
You get Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25?
Yeah, get it. You got it?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were put it on the screen.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Salakia. My bad, you right.
Because even the scriptures tell you what things mean, you know. But Esau did let you know he's such a devil. I always want to change things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 26 and 25. A shameless woman should be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman shall be what?
Counted as a dog.
And what is a dog according to the New Oxford Dictionary?
Man, bitch, man.
A female bitch.
That's plain and simple, man. A shameless woman, man.
Right. Not all women, but a shameless woman.
Yep.
And the characteristic, if a woman has the characteristic of a shameless spirit, then she would be classified as a bitch, which is also considered as a female dog.
Yep. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
And is this woman considered as a
No.
as a dog? No. It states a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
The ones that are proud, don't fear the Lord, don't keep the Lord's law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
Those are considered shameless.
Right.
Just like sluts, whores.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Which makes them what? A bitch?
Bitch, man.
Right. Okay.
And they call each other bitches too when they gossip. Bitch, you know, when they just link up, man.
You sure right.
You
sure right. Also, bro, it states wench. Let's look that up. According to New Oxford American Dictionary, a girl or young woman. All right. So a bird. Now I was watching these movies from London, like the Intent 1, Intent 2, and also a movie called Cardboard Gangsters. And it was actually filmed in Ireland, but they were actually calling their women birds. And when you look up the term bird, according to New Oxford American Dictionary, when we jump to 3, it states British informal, a young woman or a girlfriend. Okay? Or frail. It means, according to New Oxford American Dictionary, of a person weak and delicate. All right? And what scripture comes to mind? Well, for me, it's the scripture when it talks about how the woman is considered as what? The weaker vessel.
That's the book of Peter saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the book of Peter, because why? Because the Most High did not give her these characteristics. She's a woman. Okay, and that's the reason why she cannot teach. all right, because she is considered as a weaker vessel. And part of, what classifies you as a weaker vessel is because you're frail, you're emotional, okay, and things of that nature, all right. It states in its historical definition of a woman, the aim of this campaign is not simply to get Oxford University Press to erase references to words it does not like. Its main objective is to alter the way that people think about men, women, gender, and identity.
See, he's trying to make everything be one. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just come together to one. That's where you got the New World Order. Everything become one, man. Totally bugged out, man.
You know what?
The Lord made separation, man.
Since you said that,
that's why they got some equal rights and so on, man.
hey, Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. You want to break that down?
It's plain and simple, man. Everything backwards, man. You know, the woman over the man, everything's just backwards, man. They say the Book of Psalms, the foundation is out of course, So everything's just backwards in this society, man. A man want to be a woman want to be a man,
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. All right? And just like the bro brought out a beautiful point, he wants to make everything one. And this is a classical or a classic example of turning things upside down. All right? Men are men and women are women. I don't give a damn if you're making a transition from a female to a male. You are what you are born.
Yeah, your birth.
Yeah, right.
All
right. Back into this article, it states, the authors of the petition clearly resent the fact that the term man still conveys positive attributes. It complains that Oxford's dictionary of a man is much more exhaustive than that of a woman, with 25 examples for men compared to only 5 for women. Implicit in this criticism is the aspiration to define man downwards.
So it's to downplay the man. And then if you're an Israelite, man, it's really hard to live in this society, man. Because this damn devil will just want to take you out, man. You seen what he doing now, man. You got
Hey, although the focus of the campaign is on challenging sexist language, it is actually about promoting a fundamental revision of the way people speak, behave, and think about gender and sex.
Exactly. They're trying to put the woman on the pedestal. It's always been like that, man.
Right. But according to the scriptures, gonna get 1 Corinthians
7:28.
Yeah, get that, bro.
It said, but if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she had not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you.
And the reason why we have trouble in the flesh, meaning you're going to have issues with your significant other. Why? Let's go to Genesis 3:16, bro.
It said, unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply that sorrow in that conception.
Right, Eve for going off. And this curse was trickled down to the rest of these women. Okay, beginning with the Israelite women.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Right, and the reason why I said that, because all women from all nations have birth pains.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's more validity to believe in the Bible.
Exactly, and they can't use an epidemic shot, to ease the pain. You don't feel them birth pains because of the curses. It said, and that desire should be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Right, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. And see, in this society, it's not like that.
Exactly.
They give women high-paying jobs, or they give them alternatives where, they don't need a man. You know, so if you are dealing with a woman and if she makes more than you do, now it's a conflict of power within the household. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because now she's saying, well, hey, I make the money. You know what I'm saying? So why I can't run the household?
Yep. That's why these women want 2 men, 3, 4 men. You know, a woman should only have one husband.
That's right.
And the Lord said He will make a man more precious than fine gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wise up you women of ease, man, because you can only be saved if you women through your man, if he elect man.
Mm-hmm.
The book, what's that? 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter.
What's that, bro?
I get it.
Okay.
She should be saved through childbearing.
Oh yeah, God.
1 Timothy 2 and 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety, man.
And that's what you have to do. You females.
You females, man. You want to be saved, you know, you got to go through elect man.
Mm-hmm.
They say in that day 7 women should take hold of 1 man.
Right.
But this damn Esau, that's why you don't supposed to trust this nigga, man.
Exactly.
He's that old servant, man.
Right.
Still telling you lies to this day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Why that's up you women that ease, man.
Come on, bro.
You got it all.
Hey, and when we go into the Hebrew term for desire in Genesis 3:16, it's Strong's H 8669, pronounced as Thash Wakwa. Thash Wakwa. And I'm going to get to the point. Desire, longing, craving. And when you look up that term craving, it means a demand. Okay? So what does that mean? A demand. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11:3, bro.
1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach.
Right.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right. So meaning that your desire as women supposed to be whatever your man wants. Mm-hmm. If he demands or commands you to do something, that's what it is. You know, and it's going to be established in the kingdom of heaven. See, a cat like Floyd Mayweather, he would have this. Why? Because he has a lot of money, and therefore he can, with that money source, he can have multiple women. Because he can afford it.
Yeah, because a woman's supposed to be on your pillar of rest.
That's right.
You know,
a support system.
Support.
Comfort.
Yeah, because the etymology of the word woman, it means female servant.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's right.
It say, in the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
Right, and that's the structure. According to what? The Holy Scriptures. You have Yahweh Shai, all right? And then you have man, and then you have woman, okay? But these sexes, they want to change that. Why? Because they're trying to push what? Feminism. Which means ultimately when a woman is equal to a man, going back into the brother's point, everything is one. You know? All right, let me get back into this article, Akia. States, although the focus of the campaign is on challenging sexist language, it is actual about promoting a fundamental revision of the way people speak, behave, and think about gender and sex. This objective becomes clear in its demand to enlarge the dictionary's entry for woman, as the petition puts it. To illustrate what the enlargement of the entry for woman means, it demands the inclusion of examples representative of minorities. For example, a transgender woman, a lesbian woman. In other words, it seeks to alter the meaning of woman by including men who identify as female in the definition. All right? So you think about this. If this word continue, and if this definition, or these definitions were changed, now in your school system, you're pushing this agenda, and these kids are going to believe this because of Newspeak.
There ain't gonna be confusion because you learning from your parents, you know, totally different what the school teach you.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You got something, bro?
At a Daniel 7:25.
Okay, you can break it down too.
Yeah, say
Hold on, let me get it so I can put it up on my screen. All right, Daniel 7:25. I'll read it for you.
Okay.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
If you can receive it, this it's miracle. Esau Edom, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yup.
You got
Right, that golden cup.
that. Yeah.
And think to change times and laws.
Yeah. You see that now? Daily,
Mm-hmm.
man. I don't watch your decrees. You know? Go ahead.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and the dividing slack. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times.
Right, just a short period of time, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's plain and simple. But the point is, he think to change times and laws, man.
Yeah.
Everything that's written, because the Lord gave us laws, statute, commandments.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord have laws, but He changing those laws, man.
Mm-hmm.
That what's that? Psalms 15:16. What thou to declare to these statutes.
Right.
You know, Esau changed the laws daily, man.
That's
He
right.
making it right to be a homosexual. He finna make it right that if you deny a transgender, you finna get locked up.
Mm-hmm.
You a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he changing laws daily, man.
That's right.
They would say no flesh will be saved, like you get into.
Hey, that's right. That's right, bro. And so even when you go into that term, time and times and the dividing of time, that's 350 years.
50 years.
You know? So this prophecy is being displayed in real time. All right? Last scripture for me, bro. I got one for you. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's plain and simple right there, man. Everything that seemed good on this side considered evil, man. Cause why? Isaiah 12:9-16.
Mm-hmm.
Everything backwards.
God.
You know?
Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Lord, will you are edified. Shalom.
Shalom.